When a trucker gets stranded on the highway, commerce screeches to a halt. So an outstanding support system must exist to get them back on the road. A simple phone call puts things into motion, with Sam on board for the rescue and Dave monitoring 2 states away, next on Motorhead Garage.
Hey, welcome to Motorhead Garage. Well, folks, what you just saw happens a lot to truckers. They break down along the side of the road and they need help. It costs a lot of money sitting there, so they got to get that thing repaired. Well, they're not by themselves. They got Road Squad Connect as their helper, and we got Karen Piccolomini here who can tell us all about it.
That's right, Dave. I think the best way to do that is to let you see exactly how we have their back and how we get it done.
Good. Well, let's go check it out.
Well, Dave, here at Road Squad Connect, we're a 24/7, 365 dispatch operation. We have people here 24/7 to get drivers up and running wherever they may break down in the U.S.
So they're really covered. They got 24-hour coverage, somebody to help them at any time of the day.
We have their back all day long. We have quite a large network. Road Squad is our largest service provider and is serviced by TA and Petro. And then we also have our large network of Connect providers.
Okay, so they can get help about anywhere. That's pretty amazing. Now, how do you know where these guys are? I mean, they could be anywhere in the country.
Well, you know, we have some great technology here that helps us identify exactly where they're at. Let me show you something.
Okay, I'll follow you.
Great.
Okay, so what do we have here, Karen?
Well, this is Mike, one of our dispatchers. He looks like he's probably got an inbound call coming in right now. And let's just listen in and see what happens.
Okay, good. We're going to see what happens here, folks.
Hi, Mike. My first name's Chris.
Hi, Chris. How are you doing today,
He's
sir?
taking a call in now from our Truck Smart app.
Okay, Chris, are you
More than likely what we've got is a driver that's broken down using our Truck Smart app off of his cell phone. Brings it right into our system.
And Chris, and who do you drive for, sir?
Sounds like what we've got is an owner-operator leased to drive for a company.
And that's Open Road Distributing out of Tennessee?
Yes.
Okay, sir, and I see you chose Road Squad through the Truck Smart application. We do appreciate it.
So you'll see what he's doing now.
And I see that you're
the Truck Smart app absolutely shows him the lat long. As soon as he clicks on that, the map over here shows him exactly where he's at. We've got mile marker technology. Shows him the exact mile marker.
Wow.
So boom, that quick, we know where he's at, and we know immediately which one of our locations is best suited to get out to him as quick as possible.
Are you sure exactly where it's coming from?
You know, I hear it in the dash. I think it's leaking somewhere on the tractor here.
Where is this truck?
He's east of Knoxville. Sounds like he's at mile marker 356.
Sam's in Knoxville today.
Sam's in
I believe it's just my tractor.
That's your tractor? Okay.
We're going to have to get Sam involved, I think, right?
Does the tractor build any air pressure at all?
He probably will be.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
knobs pulled out, but without it.
It sounds like, too, Dave, it's an air system problem. Air systems are one of the top 3 reasons why drivers break down. And quite frankly, they can be quite complex at times. We'll look hard at sending a master technician for this type of job. Yeah. We have an insight into that as well, what the certification levels are of all of our technicians, so we can match the right technician to the complexity of the repair.
Now, it sounds like this fellow's a technician as well.
Well, he's got quite a bit of experience. We have a very comprehensive training program here. So our dispatchers are trained in the industry. Mike here's been dispatching for quite a long time. He's got quite a bit of mechanical and technical experience himself.
Looks like we're going to be able to dispatch out to you in 15 minutes. We should be roadside in the next 30. And it looks like one of our master techs, Michael Warren, will be the gentleman coming out to assist you today, sir.
Awesome, Mike.
That is amazing. Well, folks, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to find out what's going on somewhere in Knoxville along the side of the road.
This edition of Motorhead Garage, presented by ARP, is being brought to you by ARP, the world leader in fastener technology. And by Low-Car Performance Products, quality, plain and simple. And by Original Parts Group, the world's largest source for GM A-body parts and accessories.
Welcome back to Motorhead Garage. Well, I'm cruising up the road here on Interstate 75 and 40 in Knoxville. Everybody knows the Watt Road truck stop's the big place. We're here at the Petro. I stop here all the time. We got a great restaurant. I get fuel, but they also have full service. Let's check them out and see what's going on inside. You know, this is obviously the customer waiting area. I see a coffee pot. Look up here. They've got a certification board. They're proud of what these techs do. They got all kinds of repairs they do here, and you don't want just anyone working on your truck. You want an ASE certified master tech, and you can look, they've got them. Even the manager up here.
Hi, Sam. Welcome to Knoxville, Tennessee.
Thanks,
I've seen your show. I recognize you.
Well,
How are you
I recognize you too, man, because I buy fuel here all the time. I stop and eat at the restaurant, and you've got a whole bunch of certifications here, don't you?
Most of our techs are holding at least one certification. We actually have 4 certified masters that work here.
In one place. That's pretty impressive. And I see you being the general manager here, you're also fully certified.
Certified master myself.
That makes a big difference. The guy that runs the show understands what's going on. How many bays do you have here?
We have 5 bays.
Right.
We do all kinds of work. We're open 24 hours, 7 days a week.
Great. So if a guy needs a lube on the road and oil change and you've got a bad tire, you can fix them all
Absolutely.
up. So you've been staying busy?
Yes, we have. We are always busy.
So what's going on today?
As a matter of fact, we have a road call that we're fixing to dispatch right now.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's your road squad truck?
That's our road squad truck. All right.
I got some time. Can I go with him?
Absolutely.
All right. I get a chance to go on a road call and fix a big truck on the side of the road. What a beautiful day to go out on the road, get out of the office. You must be Mike.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Rennie said I can come with you. You don't mind, do you?
I don't mind at all.
So tell me what you got for a truck here.
We have a brand new Ford truck, Ford F-350. It's completely loaded out with everything that we need to complete any kind of a service call that we may be able to do. We have a brand new start-all unit. It provides us with more than enough air than we could possibly use. It provides us with great capabilities as far as jump start unit. It's safe for any truck, any battery like AGM battery that we may use it on.
That's a big concern now. If the guy's got the glass mat batteries, they got to be careful.
It is a big concern as far as a product. You don't want to harm the product, and it's a safety factor that we don't want to do that.
Cool. I see you got lights all over, you got a light bar. What if a guy's out of fuel? You got to carry some fuel with you, right?
We have a 40-gallon diesel tank on board. We have a pump on board in this compartment. It's got a nozzle just like you're filling up at the station.
Oh, awesome. That's great. Got an electric fuel pump to drive that?
We've got electric pump on that one.
All right. Now, if you're jump starting, guys, you know, you can be in the front of the truck, the back of the truck. You got the capability to reach them?
We've got more than enough cable from the front, the passenger side, or the rear of the truck to reach any kind of a jump start situation.
That's good and safe. I see you got a tire cage and cone, so you got jack stand. You can change a tire on the road?
We can change any kind of tire that we could handle on the road. We have jack plates, jack stands, wheel chocks. Tire cage will handle up to a super single tire.
You know, you got a nice complete truck like this. We got everything we need. It's going to be you and me. How do we know where we're going?
We will get instructions from Road Squad. We'll have coordinates and locations sent directly to our GPS unit in the truck. So whenever it's time to go, we just need to get in the truck and we know exactly where we're headed to.
So there's a GPS unit in here?
Yes, there is.
Sure you don't mind if I come?
Not at all.
Let's go. Let me give you some advice. Never let Dave Bowman touch your GPS. Let's get down the road.
Well, folks, what we're looking right here is we are actually watching Sam and the technician going right down the road here. Tell me about this GPS program you have, Karen, because this is pretty impressive.
It's neat. It's really neat technology, Dave. We have GPS in all of our service trucks. So what we're seeing now is we actually watched Sam and Mike, our technician, get into the truck. We saw them get on the highway. They're well on their way. We have geofences set. We actually have a geofence set by the driver. We're going to know the instant our service truck enters that geofence of where Chris, the driver, is at. Really neat technology, so we know we can manage that downtime, that dispatch time that we quoted and said, hey, to Chris, this is when we're going to get to you. So we're able to manage that from a safety standpoint and efficiency standpoint. What happens here with the GPS technology is it comes into us instantly, and there's a lot of people sometimes involved that need to know what's going on with that load. They've got a customer that they've got to respond to. They've got a load delivery, or the driver might be short on hours. So time and money is very, very important in the trucking business.
So they can let their customer know they're going to be delayed a certain
Right.
amount.
Mike, our dispatcher, then has got other steps that he'll follow to make sure that the right people know exactly what's going on with that downtime.
That's cool stuff. You know what this reminds me of? You ever, you know, like the old Mission Impossible movies and some of those things where you got the government of spies sitting there watching all these computers, checking guys going around. This is exactly what it reminds me of. Pretty neat stuff. Now, how does somebody get involved with this? How do you find out about Road Squad?
Pretty easy. Our website is probably the best way, Dave, www.roadsquadconnect.com. Our TruckSmart application is on there. As we know, Chris, our driver, was a user of our TruckSmart app. So that's one way to get access to that and to get more information about us in general.
And is there a membership fee or anything like that?
No, there's not. Simple as can be. Dial into us, no membership fee, no sign-ups. Nothing like that whatsoever.
I like free. Well, let me tell you this. It looks to me like Sam and the technician have arrived at their spot. Let's
Yes, yes it does.
What's our first move here, buddy?
First move is to set up our safety cones for a safe working environment and our sign.
All right.
Chris?
Hey, Mike.
My name's Michael from the Road Squad. Come to check out an air leak that you've got on the truck or trailer.
Yes, sir.
You explain to me about when you hear the air leak.
When I press down on the brake pedal, I hear it underneath the hood.
We've got a new procedure. We've gone ahead and put wheel chocks underneath the front left wheel. We're going to lock out the key on the mirror. That's for your safety and ours. Make sure the truck's not moved or started while we're working on the vehicle. Go ahead and press the pedal for me, see if we can hear where it's coming from. All right, it's coming under the hood. Give me just 1 second and we'll get that up and check it out.
I got the flaps off here.
Go ahead and hit the pedal again for me. Release.
Sounds like this side. All right, again. Ah, air hose.
Broken brake chamber hose. We'll explain to the driver what we found. You want to step down here real quick for me, Chris? We found a broken brake chamber hose on the passenger side steer tire. We keep those hoses on the service truck and we should have you fixed up in about 15 minutes.
All right, sounds good. That works.
Any other problems other than an air leak?
I did have a warning light on.
Okay, we have the J-Pro diagnostic computer with us. We'll be able to take a look at that too if you wish for us.
I would. I really appreciate that.
If you could go ahead and set in the truck for me, give me about 15 minutes, we'll get that air hose fixed up for you.
All right, thanks a lot.
Now, what would happen? Your technician gets out on the side of the road and he runs into a situation with a truck that basically can't repair on the side of the road. What do you do there?
Well, you know what? We have some support in that avenue as well. We take training very seriously here. We have a technical support center that is staffed by master technicians. So in the event that something happens roadside and the technician needs some additional support, that's just a phone call away. We have a technician hotline for them. We can bring them in, get the technical support center involved, and allow that technician to stay hands-on and still affect a good roll time for the driver.
Worst case scenario, if they can't fix it on the road, then they drag the truck into the closest service center somewhere, right?
Yes, and tows are not a fun thing to happen in this business, so we do everything we can to make sure that that repair can be effected roadside.
What about upcharges, things like that? Any additional charge on that?
Doesn't happen. One of the things, Dave, at Road Squad Connect, we understand this business. These are our own employees, our own trucks. We're managing our own fleet of service trucks. So we're in the business with the truck drivers, and hopefully what we bring is that we're charging 24/7, 365. We don't close at 5 in the afternoon, so why would we change our rates? So one of the nice things for our customers is that it doesn't matter whether it's a weekend, a holiday, or the middle of the night. There's no surprises there with our charging.
I'm going to put this up. That line's tight. You should be good to go.
Since we've got your brake line taken care of, if you'll give me just a second to get into the truck, I'll hook up the computer. We'll find out what that code is on your dash for you real fast.
All right, thanks, Mike.
I just love working on these big things. You like them?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. This guy keeps this truck pretty nice, too. So hook up to that 9-pin connector under there?
Yeah. Seems we have an ABS code on the #1 right wheel sensor.
Well, you know that the air hose was damaged, going from the brake chamber over to the frame?
Yes.
Think this guy lost a tire or something, maybe?
Very possible that that's what happened in the past and he's not had that repaired yet.
Because the ABS wire was hooked to that airline with tie wraps.
Held to the airline, it could have been stressed or pulled loose inside you. Cool. We'll go visually do a check on that and speak to the driver about it, and then we'll go from there on the repair.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
So what are we doing here now, Karen?
Well, right now, Dave, what's going on is our technician that's with Sam is calling in off of our technician hotline. Coming in direct, sounds like he wants to confirm what he's doing with the repair, and it sounds like he's probably going to ask to talk to the technical support center. Rich Armstrong here, our manager of actually the Connect Center, is working with Renita on making sure the right oversight is here. And I believe what I'm hearing, Dave, is that they're going to go ahead and patch in the technical support center.
I'm surprised Sam hasn't already figured this out.
We'll have to talk with him about that.
Where's the tech support center now?
You know what, Dave? It's right here with us. You know, let's go take a look at that. You can see that side of the operation
You
as
lead
well.
the way. I'm going to follow.
Wonderful.
Hey, Mike, how you doing today?
Okay, so this is the tech center. So Jerry's already on it, isn't he?
Yes, he is. This is Jerry Botkins, one of our master technicians. He's on the phone right now, conferenced in with our dispatcher, Renita,
Okay, so we've got
Michael,
an
the
air brakes issue
technician,
going on.
and our
what kind
good
of
friend
truck
Sam is
are we
out there
dealing
too,
with?
right?
I'm surprised Sam hasn't got this figured out already.
Exactly.
Screwdriver and a hammer.
Freightliner Columbia 08, all right.
But it sounds like,
And you said
as I
that the
mentioned
air
earlier,
is
sometimes an
coming
air
out
system
of
can be a little
A
tough.
hose that's coming out of the center of the firewall.
And the technician is, again, as we mentioned,
what's going on
confirming with
when-
Jerry that
when-
he's
when the
going
air is
to make sure
No,
it's
I'm
exact.
looking here around Jerry. It looks like, you know, he's ASE certified. It looks like he's got a ton of certification. This guy's got some cred.
He does. He's done. He's won a couple of awards
Okay.
out at the TMC
Leaking all the
Super
time,
Tech
or-
Challenge. And again, the whole technical support center is managed and staffed by
Okay,
our
so
master
it's leaking just when he
technicians.
steps on the brake pedal.
You know, this
All right.
reminds me, Sam and I,
All
for
right,
a long time, we worked together, but
that's
we've got guys
probably going to
that
be
we
the
know,
exhaust port
that we
for
go
the
to for
valve.
information. You can't know everything, you know.
Because you don't want
Right.
that to exhaust
So
inside the dash,
somebody
you
like
run
this
out
or
from
on the other end of the line has got to be a godsend.
Exactly, and he's got information on all the makes and models. So whatever help that technician needs, any diagrams, anything like that, Jerry can dial into and give specific.
Pull all that up.
Exactly.
And see if we get
And it sounds like he's got the problem. He's on it. This will only be a few more minutes, and Mike will be back on it. And finish
Sounds
it up.
like it.
Seems like you have an active code for a #1 right wheel speed sensor. That's going to be on the passenger side steer over here. Have you had any things happen in the past, like a blown tire?
I did. I had a tire blowout on me.
Okay, you had the tire repaired. No other problems were found at that time?
No.
Okay, that seems to be the problem, is that the tire could have chafed the brake hose, and it could have pulled or damaged the ABS wheel speed sensor. We're going to go ahead and visually check that, and if need be, we've got a wheel speed sensor. We can go ahead and put that in there for you and get that fixed.
All right.
Well, folks, as you can see, there's a lot of dispatchers here helping truckers virtually all over the country. Well, we're going to take a short break. What we have coming up next, we're going to check out Sam and Mike to see if they're getting that truck fixed out there in Knoxville.
This edition of Motorhead Garage, presented by ARP, is being brought to you by Lincoln Chrome, crafted in the heartland, ready for the world. And by B&M Racing and Performance, quality performance products that work. And by Bruin Brake Cables, made in the USA, certified.
This week's OPGI restoration tip, we'll be discussing factory assembly manuals, Fisher body manuals, and the chassis manuals that are available for all the cars that we sell product for. We like to recommend that before you start any project or any restoration, that you make an investment into these books. You'll see out here today we have some consoles and the shifters out here, and we have the books kind of already opened up to those sections, and we're going to discuss a little bit about, you know, some of the advantages that you'll get when you purchase these books.
Yeah, if you've already made the investment into a console and a shifter and you're doing that conversion, you're going to want to know how to route the cable. You're going to want to know how to route the wiring harness and where exactly the console is going to mount. And these books will show you all that information in great detail. It's well worth the investment.
Thanks, James. That's great information. So, if you're into that project and you're looking for these books, please give us a call. We'd be glad to help you out. Our customer service people, extremely knowledgeable. They can help you through this project, walk you through anything. The information's free, so is the call. That's this week's tip from OPGI.
Latched over here. You're all set to go, buddy. We got that airline on, got that ABS wire in. We're in pretty good shape.
Got all the codes cleared. He's ready to go.
Good news.
All right. If I run into any issues down the road, do I come back to see you guys?
If you have any issues down the road, Road Squad carries a nationwide warranty. You can give Road Squad a call, and they'll give you further instructions from where to go from that point.
All right.
You're all set to go? You got a good warranty? Be safe out on the road, everybody. Take care.
Hey, Mike, thanks a lot. You know, I hear a lot of horror stories about breakdowns out there, and I'm just really glad I called the Road Squad. You guys got me up and running real quick.
I'm glad we could take care of you today.
Okay. All right, buddy, let's pick up our cones and flags and stuff and I want to go back and get some coffee, but let me ask you a question. How does this guy pay for this?
Hey, you know, Sam makes a great point. How do you pay for it?
We keep that nice and simple for everyone as well, Dave. What you have here is Jeff Nunny. He's one of our external process agents. He's actually dealing with Chris right now on the phone. We make that all happen roadside as well and do it within just a couple of minutes.
So you say credit cards, that's it?
Apps, credit cards, ComCheck, any of the industry payment types that are needed in the trucking business, we're able to execute right here. And one of the important things is the driver needs to keep moving, so we can get him back up and rolling and headed in the direction he needs to go.
So you make it really painless, right?
We try our best.
Except for the end of the month.
All right, buddy, now we got this guy fixed up. I need some coffee. I want to wash my hands.
Okay. We just got off the phone with the road squad. There's another driver that's broke down. He's out of fuel just a few miles down the road. We're going to go ahead and take in some fuel, get him repaired, and then we'll go get you a cup of coffee.
Sounds like a deal. Let's go.
You know, Karen, this is fantastic what you guys do here. It's really nice to know that truckers across the country are just like a push button away from help. You know, they're not out there by themselves. And you guys do a lot more than just repairs on the road. You're like friends to these guys.
And I think that's a great observation, Dave, because that is how we kind of approach this. Drivers have a tough life out there. This is a challenging business, and especially in times when it's really cold or really hot, and they're out there in these conditions, one of the things that we can do with our full-service truck stop is we have many times come out with a full-service meal. We can bring them out what they want. We can take care of them, bring out hot coffee, some cold water, and help take care of them while they're out there.
Great restaurants there, too, by the way.
Thank you. You've tried them. It's
anyway,
great.
Hey, on behalf of Sam and everybody out there, I want to thank you for letting us take a tour through your facility here. It's been fantastic. Folks, we've run out of time. We'll see you again next time here at Motorhead Garage.
Here you go, Sam, a nice fresh cup of joe.
Thanks, Brett.
You're welcome.
Finally got my coffee. Take a lesson, Dave. I got people here.